Hey, it's Lucas here. I thought I would just go ahead and start recording because I have not found a good game plan for teaching sound collage, so I'm just going to jump in. So, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to start with the Audacity software. And for the sake of no copyright strikes, I'm going to be using public domain type material. So I'll push record. So, this is going to keep recording, and I'm just going to go through as much material as I can find. All right, that's enough of that. And I'm going to go ahead and mute this. So the first term I searched was Creative Commons. Next one I'm searching is public domain. So I'll make sure I'll record.
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you? Aren't you ashamed?
I wonder which way to go.
Oh, Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, well, never mind. Now, look, I want this room done in robin's egg blue.
Lady. Come in! How do you manufacture igloos? Simple. You just take two eggs and glue them together. I'll take it off. Just hold still there a minute. Go ahead, hold still. Careful! Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? Why, you...
Hey, Mike, that's
Good job, that's a cigarette. You ain't wrong.
You want to be a big guy?
Yeah.
Mighty good, small.
Hey, listen. What'd he say?
Well, so long, pumpkin puss. Gotten home. Early in the afternoon will occur an opportunity when he's gone.
By the shadow.
The apology could have been stronger.
I hope this paves the way for renewing friendly relations.
I'm no enemy of the shadow. I always...
Am I on the air?
They ever take you?
If I want to go, I go.
But you don't want... Like your father felt he was boxed in over there. Mr. Canham.
So am I. You say she was trying to help him escape?
I'm afraid so.
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Not solvent. You'll hear from me later.
I've enough from you already.
On my account, are you?
Do you think I make dates on street corners? I just stopped for a moment to light a cigarette.
But, Vitamin, there's nothing you can do now.
Nothing? Well, looks like he added another tattoo mark to his collection.
Is he dead?
Just about.
All right, I'll go ahead and mute that. And there's all this, kind of all the stuff that we have so far. And now let's just see what we can do with that. Normally what I do is I just listen through and see what sounds good and keep it. But what I'm actually going to do is add a few more stereo tracks in here. I think 3 should be fine. And I should be able to move this. Yeah, just grab it by the scruff and pull it up. There it is. So I'm going to make this one words. Sound. Words and sound. I'll scrunchy these up a little bit too. So let's begin. Let's see what we have here. It's always the fun part. There's a little bit of fun that could be had here. Maybe this part. So I'm going to highlight this, click the looper button, and it should just loop this section. Kind of got lucky there. So I'm going to copy this. You can either right click and click copy, or the shorthand is to hold down Control and push C. Now for myself, I have done this so much that I just go for the faster way, which is to hold down Control and push C. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I'm going to click into the sounds, and I'm going to right click and push paste. There it is. Now, usually what I do too is I go ahead and mute these, just so that when I'm listening through, there doesn't have to be anything extra going on. What's nice now is that now we have this. And this can be moved around. So we can search for loops actually. So just push play. Sounds a little funny, but yeah, that's kind of it. I like that. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to throw it in here. So there we go. There's 2 sections. All right, moving on. Now you can either unclick this part here or just click outside of the loop and push play or the space bar. Zoom out a little bit so I can see what's going on. And one line at a time. Stop, play. I mean, this is all preference. So obviously this is going to be all to taste. I like that. So what are we going to do? I'm going to just loop. Oh yeah, if you right click within this area, you can set loop to section. Wonderful. And you push play. You can see it. Now you can see that it got a little bit louder as it went, so it won't sound like the cleanest loop ever. But maybe we could do something like that. A little better. Now you hear that little click sound. Tell you why that's happening. So I'm going to start by copying this. And I'm just going down into the sounds here because it's a little bit easier. And pasting it. Now I'm going to click on this in case it's not highlighted. Go over to Effects. Get Special. Get Repeat. And it already says 3 in there, but yeah, 3 times. And I'm going to go ahead and solo it because nothing else is soloed right now. Oh, see? So see up there, it started to loop on that. I forget to turn that off sometimes. All right, let's try again. All right, so why is there a little click there and how to get rid of it? The reason there's a click here make this gianter so it can be seen. Here we go. There's a jump right here. But what you can do, and what I like to do is, you know, once you see these points appear right here, maybe just before it there, when it's still kind of a line, I go ahead and do about a half a screen amount here. Go into fading. I'm going to fade it out like that. Then go to the front here. I'm going to zoom in all the way again. Just before you see those bumps. Do the same thing, highlight about half of it. Do a fade in. That way it's such a small part of the track that even though it's highlighted, you can't see it. Let's go ahead and get rid of these so you can click from off. So drag over all of them and click the delete button. There they go. Let's set the loop just to this section again. Click play. We'll take this. And repeat it 3 times again. Take this off and push play. And you can still tell that there's something being looped there, but there's no big click sound. All that for just that section. So I'm going to mute this again and get back to where we were. And push play. And that's kind of nice too, that change up going up. Is that a complete sequence? Set the loop. Now it's a 5/4. if you can't get into it, then you're not into your craft. And now I'm going to have to put a new category in here because I forgot that there were beats. Sounds and beats. So anything that has a beat in it, I will put in its own category because there's special things that you can do with it. And sometimes it's nice to have categories, not too many categories, but enough. And so of course I've clicked off of this. So what I can do though is find the yellow line, click and drag it to the next yellow line, and there it is, it's still there. Copy that. I'm gonna go to this new section here now. I'm gonna solo it, and let's just hear if there's a click or not in it, because I always like to. I don't hear a click. All right, I don't hear a click, so that means that we can go ahead and we can go into effects up here, repeat 3 times, take this looper off. I don't know why that's so funky. Didn't sound like that when I first heard it. All right, I'm taking solo off, muting it again, reverse engineering everything. I might be a little bit more picky now because we have so much to go through. And again, I didn't hear a clicking sound, so it sounds like it's click free. So I'm just going to copy that. There was and wasn't a beat to it because there's tempo to it, but no drums. It's up to you if you'd want to put it in with the beats or just the sounds section. I'm going to put it in the sounds section. And you don't have to put it right where the yellow line is here, but I like to. All right, what else? Really, it's funny what you find. So I didn't hear any clicking. I'm going to just copy it like usual. Let's go down to the beat land here. Put it in. We can always just see what else sounds good. Almost sounds like the piano from the startup screen. Here. I'm gonna get straight classical, yeah. If I listen to it too many times, I start to fall in love with it. It's like, will I regret making this sound a little cleaner? That's the thing. You have a choice. You have a choice whether to choose the goofier sounding thing or the less goofy sounding thing. Now, typically I choose the more goofy sounding thing, but there are instances where I don't want to do that. So there is a click there. I heard it. I'm going to start using the shorthand now of clicking down Control and copy, and then to paste, holding down Control and clicking V, and I'll solo it. Now I'm going to do exactly what I did before. All right, going to go out one from where I see the bumps. I'm going to highlight about half. I'm going to do a fade in because we're going into the track. So it makes the volume go from low to full. And then just hopping over to the other part. And then with the loop, and then they'll say, wow, you must be a professional. Like in reality, you just know a good trick. So I'm going to repeat it. Well, not going to forget my process. Undo the solo button. I know I'm repeating myself, but then undoing the loop button here. But a lot of this is muscle memory. Click space bar, or you can click this button. I'm going to start using the hotkeys, so I'm going to space bar it. I don't know what that was. I like to think of it, the medium of audio, as big or as wide as possible, because if it's wide to you, then you can imagine putting more things in it. So if something sounds far away, like that, to me that sounds far away. That sounds in your face. I'm going to go ahead and speed this along a little bit now and just take a piece here. Not going to make any more loops, famous last words. I'm going to put that in with sound. It sounds cool, but like I said. All right, so we're done with that. You could save it or throw it away. Maybe for the sake of this, I'm just going to toss it. It'll force me to use what I have. All right, next line. Okay, see, candidate. All right, now, really digging in. Where does the sound really start? Where does it really end? And I'll go ahead and put this in sounds. And again, I'm using the shorthands for things like the space bar to pause and start, and the Control plus C and the Control plus V to copy and paste, so the flow starts going faster. Here we are. Let's say you didn't want that lower volume there. Let's get into some of these effects. EQs and filters. The first ones I ever learned about were high pass filter and low pass filter, and they're fun because they're straightforward. High pass means that only the high frequencies will come through. Low pass means all the low frequencies will go through. So you're going to draw a line and say, only these ones are going to play, or only these ones are going to play. So since we're getting rid of something on the low end, we're going to choose the high pass. And what you get to do is you get to set the number here. There's a little bit of art to this because you have to kind of know which frequencies, which sounds will lie. If there's ever way too much bass, but I still want bass sound, I'll go ahead and put this number at 150. but since what we're dealing with sounds like it's more in the vocal range, I would say I'm going to try taking out everything below 500. Let's just see what it sounds like so we can actually preview it here. That's pretty good. For the sake of just kind of seeing what happens, let's set it at 1,000. Doesn't sound too different, but you kind of listen. It's starting to sound a little bit thinner. If you put it at 2,000, we're just doubling it every time. It sounds like it's higher to me. I just think of it as higher, like physically higher, but also it sounds a little further away. And we can mess around with this a little bit. Like, let's see what happens at 350. I liked where 500 sounded. Let's try 350. You can start to hear that lower volume in. So let's keep it at 500. That was a good guess. You can see where this is going. I'm putting that in sounds because the beat isn't very distinct.
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the... Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you? Aren't you ashamed?
That's pretty good. There's a weird sound in the beginning. All right, finally get to put something on words. I'm sure I could use that for one magical moment.
I wonder which way to go.
Me too. I'll take that right where the sound looks like it's dropped off. And that's kind of where I aim for, is where it's at its lowest on either end.
Yeah, well, never mind. Now, look, I want this room done in robin's egg blue.
Lady. Come in! How do you manufacture igloos? Simple. You just take two eggs and glue them together. I'll take it off. Just hold still there a minute. Go ahead, hold still. Careful! Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? Why, you...
Put down that cigarette. You ain't a...
You want to be a big truck?
Yeah.
You want to be a big truck?
Yeah.
Mighty and small.
I don't know why, but I like that.
Mighty and small.
I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. There's no logic to why something appeals to any particular person in this.
Hey, listen. What'd he say?
Well, so
It's a cool sound.
so long, pumpkin puss.
I'm torn. mean, it's good enough for TV. Not too picky about sounds.
Gotten home. Early in the afternoon will occur. Gotten home. Early in the afternoon will occur an opportunity when he is gone. Gotten home. Early in the afternoon will occur an opportunity. Early in the afternoon will occur an opportunity.
Almost lyrical.
Early in the afternoon will occur an opportunity.
By the shadow.
The apology could have been strong.
By the shadow. By the.
The apology could have been stronger.
I hope this paves the way for renewing friendly relations.
The apology could have been stronger. The apology could have been stronger.
I'm going with
this paves the way for renewing friendly relations.
I'm no enemy of the shadow. I always...
Am I on the air?
They ever take you?
If I want to go, I go.
But you don't want like you.
If I want to go, I go. If I want
Like your father felt he was boxed in over there.
Mr. Cannon. So am I. You say she was trying to help him escape? I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so.
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Sometimes if I catch myself involuntarily reacting to something, it's also a cue that I should keep it.
Not solvent. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
I've heard enough from you already.
Ain't on my account, are you?
Do you think I make dates on street corners? I just stopped for a moment to light a cigarette. But, Vitamin, there's nothing you can do now.
Nothing?
Vitamin, there's nothing you can do now. Vitamin, there's nothing you can do now.
Nothing?
Well, looks like he added another tattoo mark to his collection. Added another tattoo mark to his collection.
Is he dead?
Just about.
All right, success. We made it through all of the things. I'm going to get rid of this one. And let's take a look at the spoils. That's how I see it. So really there's only a couple things I got for the beats one. That's because I never repeats did this one. So I'm going to go ahead and repeats it. And I'm pretty sure that's fine. Words and sounds, well, I guess I just foregoed that entirely, so let's just get rid of that. And sometimes I'll just throw this in with the sounds because, well, there's so few of them. So what I can do is I can do that. I click and drag over it, copy it. So hold down, copy, click somewhere in here, and paste it. Now what I'll do to kind of tidy this up is just go in, zoom in, and drag things around a little bit. So I like to leave a little space, maybe like 3 seconds or so between clips, so I recognize that they are indeed different. Move everything all at once by highlighting all of it, clicking one of them and dragging it. Now it used to be that you could just highlight like this, and click delete. So what you got to do is bring them this way. And I actually preferred it the other way, but that's how it is in any program, really. Is features will come, features will go. There's some that I like, some that I don't. Bring these all forward. I'll probably keep these here anyway because they're the only ones that have beats. But if I was going to specifically do something where I needed to keep track of the beats more often, then I would probably keep anything with beats down here. And again, any loops, I keep them together. Another shortcut here, for me at least, is kind of bunch things together like this. So that when you zoom out, you can highlight all of them. Then bring it in, huddle up team. All right, there it is. Since I have all of it bunched together here, that was a lot of work just collecting and harvesting and listening closely to see what was enjoyable or not, or what felt like could be included or not. Now what I like to do is leave the computer for at least a half hour, maybe more, and just do something else, anything else. Do something to make it so that when you come back, your mind is fresh. You're listening as if you're listening to the first time, like someone just gave you these clips and you don't know where they came from. So I'm going to take a break and I'll come back for the second part here.